Guys, Deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for having me, people. Good evening, and I hope you're all, whether you're just getting in from work, if you're in Australia, like I know some of my viewers are, you're starting a whole nother day. Wherever you are, I hope you're blessed, and I hope you stay blessed, innit? Now, in regards to Arsenal, Checkatrade Trophy. For those who don't know what the Checkatrade Trophy is, it's a cup competition, EFL Cup competition, which is mainly the League 1 and League 2 sides. I do believe Championship sides have under 21 sides within the competition, and 16 under 21 sides, I'm assuming, between the Championship and the Premier League, make up that, and it gets split into group stages, and it runs from August to April. Obviously, you've got a chance of lifting something at Wembley and things. Now, yeah, Arsenal have entered it now. We've entered our team into it. Now, I believe Spurs were in it last year, correct me if I'm wrong. Chelsea were definitely in it. City have elected to join it this year, as has Chelsea, of course, and Spurs. United and Liverpool are yet to decide, and they're yet to enter the competition. Lincoln won it last year. Ultimately, the benefit, I'm all for this, because last year we had the chance and we turned it down. Whether there's been mass change, we know there's been mass backroom changes, and with that, a change of approach or opinion in regards to these sort of things happen. But I'm all for it. Firstly, we enter our 21 side. Oh yeah, they've changed the rules as well, because last year you saw Leicester have about a squad worth 45 million on the pitch for their game against Scunthorpe. I believe they've changed the rules so that instead of 6 over 21 individuals, overage individuals, it's now only 2. So that's more young players playing. And I'm all for it. Firstly, we know academy football is good, but it's good for development and stuff. But there comes a time where you need to. Some people, like you're seeing with the Chelsea, majority of the Chelsea sides, and mainly when you go through all the academies, you look at the more creme de la creme, highly rated prospects. You somewhat, I don't want to say stagnant, but you suffer from lack of competition. Because let's say, just on the top of my head, Willock and Ketia, Rene Adelaide, Emil Rose-Smith, they are ballers, innit? Emil Rose-Smith, he's just really jumped into the under-23s this season, but they are ballers. If they continue doing this and balling out at this age, they're not going to develop, in the sense that they know they're on a different wavelength to the rest of the people. They're going to hold on to the ball for too long, and they're not going to see things. Obviously, they're going against, and forgive me for the lack of terms, I don't like using these outdated terms, but they're going against grown men fighting for their careers, fighting for their paychecks, fighting. It's not no longer a little pretty academy thing. So they will go against players like that, where they're going to have to think quicker, where they're going to be physically inferior. So again, they're going to have to think quicker in regards to positioning, become a bit more calculated when they do really receive the ball, rather than relying on instinct, which is what a lot of young players get to. So I'm all for that. The main thing, because then they can easily assess their level and where they're at. You want to test yourself, and academy football in England, there's a problem in the sense of competition. So I'm all for that. If you can be ages of 16 to 20 and you're going against 30 plus, or 26-year-old 30 plus people that have been veterans have been veterans in their career, or at the veteran stages. Oh, that was a false alarm. At the veteran stages of their career, you're going to have to fight to win. Ultimately, there's a carrot if you get through to lift a trophy at Wembley. So if you can imagine, if you're 16 to 20, let's just focus on 16 to 18, and you're playing for Arsenal, United, if they enter it, City and these things, and you lead your team playing against these grown men, different environments, different things like that, and you get to Wembley, that's a great thing for a youngster, because they then learn game management. They then learn ultimately winning. Ultimately, you want the winning. Winning's not the be-all and end-all, but if they was to get to the final of something like this, it's a great little carrot, and it inspires you to want to improve more, because you want that feeling to happen, especially as you advance your career. So yeah, I'm all for that. And as well, I think as well, when it progresses, don't quote me because I don't know it like the back of my hand, but when the competition, I believe it could be group stages as well, but when the competition advances, I do believe instead of extra time, there's penalties. So on top of the learning, there's penalties. Players are going to have to keep their bottle. Ultimately, players are going to have to score penalties. Players are going to have to keep their bottle. Players are going to see jubilation or extreme heartache. And this is what football is about. Football's not pretty little Disneyland Channel stuff. It's about winning or losing. Again, I'm being a bit harsh there, but that's the fine margins. So they would learn a lot, in my opinion. Like, for me, ultimately, like, it's a good thing for them, man. We should have entered it last year. We had the chance and we turned it down. Mertesacker on Arsenal.com has been bigging it up. I'm all for it, man, because even if it is a thing where they get, after the group stage games, where you can actually get extra points for winning in the penalty shootout as well. Penalty shootouts, they would learn to keep their bottle. Playing against more seasoned veterans, they would have to do things quicker and learn to fight. Ultimately, it's a chance to go to Wembley as well, which is a good thing. What else is there? Along with the under-23 league and the Premier League Division Cup that we entered, where we lost to Porto, the FA Youth Cup. Obviously, Wenger made a tradition of giving young players, and hopefully Unai Emery continues, this also gives scope for young players to get, and obviously maybe even FA Cup they might get chances, even though I want to respect that. There's chances, there's opportunities for players to develop and play. Who knows, if you put yourself in a good window in this Checkatrade trophy, you might get an full Arsenal first team appearance. So I like this, man. I like between the FA Youth Cup, the leagues between under 18s and under 23s, the 2 cups we've previously entered, and now this. There's a good scope for young players to ultimately get game time, develop, play against many different and diverse oppositions. So as someone that loves youth football, I can't rate this enough, and I believe it could never be compulsory, but all the top 6 teams really should get into this, because United, especially with their academy, it's not really in the best of status as it's previously been. They should be looking at this. City and Chelsea, they're very congested with their academies in the sense that they've got Chelsea as well. It's a ridiculous amount of good prospects that if they're not going to have careers at City, they're going to have decent careers. It's another way of testing them and seeing their level. Chelsea as well, because Chelsea they didn't win this. They batted up everything else. FA Youth Cup under 23, they batted up everything else. Chelsea have been batting up things for years, but if they won the Checkatrade, again, it doesn't make a difference for these careers, young players, pros, if they were to have this on their CV or not. But if I'm Chelsea, just look at it. We're batting up FA Youth Cup and we're batting up the league versus their age mates or people they're physically better than or technically better than. Let's go against people where they're out of their depth, which they failed to win it last year. So that's a carrot for these young pros to get rid of any complacency they may have playing against their similar ages, going against this. Because if I'm them players, they're having a couple of them have won a couple FA Youth Cups, I would really want to go for this Checkatrade trophy, to be fair. So yeah, man, I'm all for it for all the top 6 clubs, especially, man, because especially when you consider the one problem is getting people into first team. There is no correlation between playing in this Checkatrade trophy, people, and getting first team. But obviously, the more competitions, the more opportunities for eyes, the stronger opposition you play, with all due respect to other sides, you have more of a chance of standing out and seeing what level you're currently at and where you can improve quicker, versus if you keep badding up your same age groups. So yeah, man, guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. Thank you for your time. I'm out.